This is Calibos, and we are playing Stoneblock 2. So, when we last left off, I was dinking around with some farming. So this chest here, you'll notice matches our, is it green, white, brown, or whatever it was? And then if we go over to our mystical crops area, so this took me like forever to do the other day. So I have locked this. These are all tier 6 inferium seeds. And then I upgraded this one here to a tier 5. It was a tier 3. And this is also a tier 5. And I have a seed reprocessor because seeds are terrible. I think I got one left. Sweet. So, seed reprocessor. If we look at our inferium essence, we now have 1,474. So, we're starting to get there. Oh my gosh. So I think that we're going to need to do some more Certus Quartz essence. And I'm just going to toss this pattern in here because I can. And it's just going to make life easier. Because we're starting to get to the point where we are running out of space. And there's a couple of things that we're going to have to do to clean up our system. I mean, I was looking around, and if I look at leather, so we have a lot of leather equipment here, and none of it is going to stack. I mean, not much of it is going to stack. You'll notice that this one stacks because the durability is exactly, 7 out of 65. And this one is 2 out of 65, so it's not stacking with any of the other ones. So, and some of these are enchanted. So if we look at enchantments, we don't actually have a lot of enchanted books in the system, but there are a lot of enchanted books. And we may need some of these later. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to automate the removing of enchantments. So our first project along this lines is to set up a sorter. So if we look at industrial foregoing, enchantment sorter. Actually, let's go ahead and do this in our industrial area because that's why we have it. Although we might actually need a second room for some of this nonsense soon. We're running out of wall space in here. So we'll set up the disenchant thing, and then from there we'll work on maybe making another room. I kind of like the way that I have this set up because I can see what everything is and get to it when I need to. So we were looking at the enchantment sorter. So let's do this one. And it requires an enchanted book. So I think we'll have to make one really quick. C1. Because I don't think we have an enchanted book. So let's make an enchanted book. So to make an enchanted book, we need an enchanter. Specifically an enchanting table or an enchanter from Ender.io. So I think that we'll go with this one really quick. And craft that. go. Enchanter. So I do believe that if we have this, we can set it up pretty much anywhere, tell it that it needs a book and quill. How many channels are coming off of this? So this needs channels, and then XP as well. So if we look at our fluids, essence of knowledge. So we have essence of knowledge. What we can do is we can sort essence of knowledge into liquid XP via a fluid dictionary converter. Let's swap that over. So a fluid dictionary converter, and we'll just need one for the moment. Now we have two things in our system that qualify as liquid XP. We have essence, and then we have essence of knowledge. So I'm actually just going to use the essence of knowledge because we're just getting this from cows, I think. And the essence we're using to auto-craft mobs, which I think we're going to have to start auto-crafting withers in just a bit. So we can start setting up nether stars, because I'd like to set up nether stars. So what we'll do is we'll grab a bucket. We're going to go here, we're going to go knowledge, we're going to say we have a bucket of knowledge. Oh, apparently I already had a bucket on me. So I don't really have a need to have this any particular place, I guess. So we're going to want to set up. I'm going to set up here, I guess. We want a fluid exporter, fluid export bus. Go. Fluid export bus. We're going to want a tank of some sort. Tank. And we'll call this one cactus green. Let's see if there's anything in cactus green. Although I guess we could do it in lime. Lime. That seems the right color. Nothing. Sweet. So pick this up, and we're going to put this here. We're going to put our pedestal here, and then we're going to get an export bus. Export bus. We want to tell it there. That should work. And we want to tell it to quill. So I think we know how to make books. Let's check. I can't even spell book, so I don't know how we would know that we could make it. So that's not right. C1. Craft one of these. Let's get a crafting card really quick. Alright, one crafting card. So we're going to tell it that it can craft books and quills and then to export them. Hopefully this works. Maybe it's not. Okay, well, whatever, right? And I don't think that that is going to draw from experience. Alright, well, that idea is hanged. Sure. I mean, I'm not super worried about it. There's so many other ways we could do it. Enchant. Sharpness upon the neck. Alright, well, whatever. We can make a book and quill. We can do the thing. We only need one enchanting book anyway. So, once we have it, you know, we'll have all of the other ones. So let's get some lapis, and what, flint? Is it flint? It really doesn't matter, I guess. Power 5. Ta-da! There goes a bunch of levels. So now we need the enchantment sorter. Chuck that in there. Go, enchantment sorter. And then now we need a disenchanter. Enchantment remover. Extractor. That's the one. Do that. Toss that in here. Go. Alright, so we have the extractor. That's the biggest thing. Honestly, this part's super easy. I've done it before. And you guys have seen it before. So now we just need to export everything that could possibly be enchanted into the sorter. And so I'm going to go ahead and we don't need that. Let's get rid of it. Ender chest. We'll need 2 or 3 of these. Go. One of the reasons that I don't use white for any of this is because I have concerns about, you know, messing up someone or messing up one of the setups right off the bat. So let's do lime. And then we'll do brown. Or cocoa. And let's make a sign. I don't need to do this. Sign. cocoa is enchant. Disenchant. Perfect. So lime, brown, cocoa. Green, brown, lime, green, brown. So we'll kill these. So I want the see, this is going to need power. We're also going to need to sort all of the enchantments into this. So we'll also make lime green black. So lime, or green lime black, or green lime white, I don't know. Cactus, green, lime. For the most part, I'm generally not worried about duplicating, you know, like running out of colors. Because there's like 4,000 combinations, so, or 4,096 combinations, or some garbage like that. And that's just if I don't use so we want to have this. So we're going to export all of our actually, let's move this down. We're going to export all of our potential enchanted stuff into this chest. And then from there, it's going to go into our, let's see, item translocator. So we already make them in pairs. So we want, what, a diamond? Diamond, and then some glowstone. I think that's how it works. So boom, boom. Nope, nope, we want to go the other way. Alright, so we'll whack that with the diamond. Or maybe it was just the glowstone. I could have sworn that there was a thing to do with diamond that made it stacks or something like that. I don't know, whatever. So from the enchantment sorter, we have two areas. So we can direct it to put enchanted items on one side and not enchanted items on the other side. So we also need power, so let's give it power. So the way that we want this to work is we're now going to set up a thing somewhere. We don't want to connect these, so that's stone, stone, stone. How many channels have we got? 13. So looking at our items, we have leather. Yeah, we don't want this to be too near any of the other things. So we'll do stone. We'll do there. There it is. So we'll bring this down. Go like so. And then we're going to export into this chest. I'm not really worried about let's put the facade back on. I'm not really worried about, you know, having access to the one in back, because we're going to fill it up so quickly it won't even matter. Export bus. Chest. And let's look at leather boots. We're going to need a fuzzy card. So what the fuzzy card does is basically it allows you to say things that are similar to this. So, you know, you're not going for exact copies. You're going for similar stuff. So we want capacity cards. Okay, we're probably going to need like 10. I mean, probably not 10, but... Alright, so the reason we want the capacitive cards, of course, is so that we can expand this to do that. So now we're going to tell it, let's see, match any, split damage. So we're going to tell it to export leather boots. Now it should export all the leather boots, enchanted or not. So if we look for leather monkeys, if we look for leather boots, they're eventually going to go away. Yep. So we want an acceleration card. Just kind of speed this process along because this takes forever, and I am very impatient. Acceleration card, sweet. So we are now getting leather boots. Enchantment sorter. So what it should be doing... Oh, I mixed and matched. So this is ending in white, and this one is ending in brown. So let's swap it out. Don't you hate when you do that? Ending in brown. Item translocator. Wow. That was amazing. Glowstone. So, you'll notice that it is sorting the enchantments, or sorting the items. Enchanted stuff is coming out the top, and not enchanted stuff is going out the bottom. Let's move this, actually, and put it on the front. Well, I could put it in back. Doesn't really matter. So, I'm not sure. I arranged this before. And what I did was, let's see, we had a chest. So let's see what happens with this. If I put that chest here, and we get another translocator. Kind of liking these translocators because they don't move very far, but they move fast, and sometimes that's what you need. Let's go into the floor slightly. I know. We did the thing, and the time is running out, and there we go. Come on, empty hand. So that wasn't very helpful because it pulled all of the items out. So no enchanted items down. So now all of our enchanted items will not go into this chest. Should not go into this chest. So if we put a second chest up here, or an enchantment extractor, put this here, get our second flux point, put it there, and then we go from the top, enchanted items, so we want to move all of our enchanted items up and all of our unenchanted items down. So we'll do this, I know, I goofed that up pretty badly before. So there. So now all of our enchanted items are ending up here, and all of our not enchanted items are ending down here. So now we need a dump chest. So ender chest. Well, I guess this is a good start. I mean, you can see where I'm going with this, and I'll go ahead and catch up with it on the next episode. So I hope you liked it. If you did, leave me a like. If you didn't, don't. Questions, comments, concerns can all go below. And you folks have a fantastic night.